This is a song called Drinking in the Rain by Thomas Benjamin Wild. Grab your hat and grab your coat, though the weather's looking bleak. We are heading out of town. It's safe to say that this has been a bit of a week, and we could use a way to wind down. They're forecasting downpours and the outlook is grim, but that isn't a problem for me. If the drinks are flowing and we can shelter from the wind, I like the pleasure of your company. Drinking in the rain when the British summer's disappointing again. But we have never been the types to complain. Drinking in the rain. Everyone went in, so we're the only ones who remain. We'll wash our worries away down the drain. Drinking in the rain. The pubs will be buzzing and all the restaurants will be packed, and we won't get a table inside. But with weather like this, if we don't mind getting wet, the garden furniture will be unoccupied. If the marquee's overrun and the smoking shelters are rammed, we will have to make the best of it out here. But if you cradle your glass just inside of your coat, then the heavens won't top up your beer. Drinking in the rain, though the soaking wet trousers are a bit of a pain. We will happily do this again. Drinking in the rain. Perhaps we'd have stayed home if only we'd had half a brain. But that's a familiar old refrain. Drinking in the rain. We will just wipe down the chair with a napkin or sleeve, and pour that flooded ashtray in the bin, and move the leftover food to the empty table so that the revelry can begin. Though it's windy and cold and my clothes are sodden, it's not the worst that we can have seen by far, as we huddle together just the best that we can under the brolly they gave us at the bar. Drinking in the rain, though the soaking wet trousers are a bit of a pain. We will happily do this again. Drinking in the rain. Perhaps we'd have stayed home if we only had half a brain. But that's a familiar refrain. Drinking in the rain. It's quite liberating when you choose to ignore the desire to keep dry and warm. If you want to keep plans, it is just not practical to avoid every single rainstorm. Drinking in the rain, trying hard to keep entertained, and we can certainly bust out the champagne. Drinking in the rain. If it's not your bag, then you don't really have to explain, as it is your prerogative to abstain. Drinking in the rain. When the British summer's disappointing again, but we have never been the types to complain. Drinking in the rain. Everyone went in, so we're the only ones who remain, and we'll wash our worries away down the drain. Drinking in the rain. Drinking in the rain.